Hi, I'm Michelle
And I'm Alicia Reeves.
and we're long-term care ombudsmen here at Voices in Evansville, Indiana. So Alicia, why don't you tell us a little bit about an ombudsman and what we do?
So a long-term care ombudsman is an advocate for residents who live in nursing homes and assisted living homes that are licensed here in Vanderburgh County.
Great. Okay. So a lot of times people ask us, how did the long-term care ombudsman program come about? So it started in 1980, many years ago, and it was Voices stood for Volunteers Organized to Help with the Institutionalized Care of the Elderly and Sick.
It's a mouthful.
Yeah, which is really a mouthful, and it's not really politically correct anymore, the terminology. But what we look at is we are a voice for those who live in the nursing homes and licensed assisted living homes in Vanderburgh County. And the organization started so many years ago because there were people in our community that were finding just deplorable conditions in the nursing homes. Homes that were full of rats and roaches crawling over the residents. There was no heat in the winter, so they were trying to find coats and blankets and anything they could to keep the residents warmed. So they were really finding that residents were being incredibly neglected. So that's how Voices started. And then in 1980, with the Older Americans Act, the federal government also became involved and mandated that there be long-term care ombudsman programs across the country. So that's a little background on how Voices came about. So, how many people work at Voices, Alicia?
You're looking at them right here.
Yeah, so I am the executive director of Voices because we are a nonprofit, and I'm also a licensed long-term care ombudsman, but I specialize in the nursing homes in Vanderburgh County. And I've been an ombudsman for 23 years.
So I am the long-term care ombudsman that I specialize in assisted living homes. But we can both do either one. We just kind of have our own specialty. We find it helps us better serve our residents and their specific needs. I'm also a part-time executive assistant, and I've been a certified ombudsman for 10 years.
So
yeah,
lots of years between us.
Yes. And so here in Vanderburgh County, we cover a lot of buildings, and that is 23 total facilities, 6 that are licensed assisted living and 17 that are nursing homes. So that is over 2,400 residents that we are here to serve.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
We're pretty busy. So one thing is that people do ask us, what is the staff to resident ratio? Since we do advocate for the residents, that's one of the biggest questions. And so for nursing homes, there really is no regulation. I said there's no regulation, federal or state, of a staff to resident ratio. I know that's shocking. But the regulations do say that there must be enough staff to meet the needs of the residents. Now, that can be very, very subjective. And so that's really difficult for us sometimes to say there's not enough staff. But what we look at is what things are not getting done that it should be getting done. So for assisted living,
the state regulations require that there is one awake staff person per 50 residents. And if you think that sounds crazy, it is. And we think that every time we give someone information, to that, it is just one awake staff person per 50 residents. Mm-hmm. So part of what we do is we can help with a wide range of issues and give lots of information. And where that starts is maybe if you're looking into a long-term care facility. And we can give information so people, families, residents can be informed consumers when they're looking to move into or to go for rehab at a long-term care facility.
So, what we do recommend is please do not rely only on the 5-star rating. First of all, the 5-star rating is not the most up-to-date information, especially since COVID. The best thing to do is to contact us as Voices. And we go into all the facilities, we said that, and we get complaints from them. We know kind of what's going on. We know different amenities they have, and it's just like looking for a home. You want to have the best fit for your specific individual situation. You can also go to our Voices website, www.voicesinc.info, And please keep in mind that the wonderful facility that Grandpa was in 5 to 10 years ago may be completely opposite today. Things can change very, very quickly. And so we like to think we have some of the most up-to-date information that we can give people.
So one of the other things that we do is listen to people with concerns when we get complaints or calls from residents, family members, evaluate the situation, come up with a plan on how we might best be able to resolve the situation. And it's important to remember that we are completely resident directed. So we will get involved only to the extent that the resident wants us to be involved. So it might be just giving some advice over the phone or actually entering the facility and advocating on behalf of the resident as they wish us to do.
So for this service that we provide, anyone can contact us. Anyone can contact the ombudsman. Our services also are free, and whatever anyone tells us is confidential. We will not share without their permission. So it makes us be a very comfortable place for people to go to and get some questions asked without fear of the facility or someone else finding out that, you know, what the concerns are.
So we can get calls from family, residents, staff person, concerned citizens, neighbors, anyone can give us a call. And but again, we will only advocate on behalf of the resident with their permission.
Very good point.
Yep.
So if you live in a long-term care home or you know someone in a long-term care home that could use our services, please call us at 1-812-423-2927, and we would be happy to help you. Or for more information in general about long-term care and about Voices, go to our website at www.voicesinc.info. We just really want to thank you for learning about Voices. We uphold the dignity and the quality of life of those living in long-term care homes in Vanderburgh County through advocacy, empowerment, and education. That's pretty much what we do in a gist. So until next time, this is Michelle.
And I'm Alicia. And remember to like and follow our page to remain long-term care aware. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.